Okay, this recording is for Andrew again, but obviously all the grandkids can enjoy it. This book is called Corduroy Gets a Pet, and it's the same corduroy bear that you got a book about for Christmas, but this time something special happens to Corduroy. And I think you got a pet recently. Is Cup your pet? So I thought we should read a book about when your friend Corduroy gets his pet. So let's see if we can do this. If Grandma can get all of this worked out. I guess we need to move things that way. Okay. So the most special thing about this book is that it's a flap book. So we're going to see extra things on each of the pages here. You ready to get started? Yeah? Okay, here we go. It's a beautiful summer evening. Corduroy and Blue Mouse are chasing fireflies. Would a firefly make a good pet? Blue Mouse asks Corduroy. I don't think so, Corduroy. A firefly needs room to fly, says Blue Mouse. That's true, says Corduroy. But I really wish I had a pet. Let's look what's under these flaps. What do you see under here? A raccoon? You see his mask? There's another flap. How about under here? Let's put my hand behind it. You see the firefly that he was catching and putting in his jar? That's nice. I wonder what's behind these flowers. Oh, a little insect. I think I see a cricket. Yeah, and under this flap is ribbit, ribbit. Who's that? A frog. And the last one is right here. What's he keeping in there? Yeah, a little caterpillar. And caterpillars can turn into moths or butterflies. The next morning, Corduroy notices that a baby bird has fallen from its nest. Corduroy waits to see if the mama bird is looking for her baby, but the little bird is all alone. So Corduroy calls his neighbor, Mr. Johnson, who helps rescue wild animals. He tells Corduroy to bring the bird over to his barn. Well, that sounds like fun. We're going to go to a barn where they rescue animals. Here's the first flap. Ready? Oh, that's the nest that the bird fell from. You see the eggs in the nest? And he fell down, and there's our baby bird. Aw, I wonder what's behind this. Do you see somebody peeking out from the fence? Who's peeking out from behind the fence? A puppy dog. Arf, arf. Yeah, a little puppy dog. Cool. Who do you think's back here? Oh, there we have a grasshopper. He says, hello, Andrew. And what's under the flowers? A little bunny rabbit. You know what Grandma calls those? Grandma calls those runny babbits. But it's really a bunny rabbit, isn't it? There's another flap over here. Would you like to see what's behind these flowers? Who's hiding? A butterfly. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's go to the next page. This is fun reading a flap book with you, Andrew. Mr. Johnson teaches Corduroy how to feed the little bird, and he shows Corduroy how to set up the light to keep the bird warm. Stormy, the cat, likes the warm light too. Some cats chase birds, but not Stormy. She's used to being around all the animals at the shelter. Do you see the kitty? Where do you see the kitty on this page? Do you see some part of that kitty? I think I see a tail right there. Shall we check? Oh, there's Stormy. Little fat cat in the sunshine from the light. That silly kitty. I'm glad he's not hurting the bird. What's in this cabinet? You see dog food? And I wonder what's in this cabinet, in this drawer. Pliers and screwdrivers and tools for making cages and opening cans. Yeah. Let's see what else is over here. Do you see that that Corduroy is going to feed the bird? He's got a spoon in the little bowl. And when you open up the flap, look at that. He's got a spoon and the bird. He's going to feed this little baby bird. Aw, good job, Corduroy. Mr. Johnson, could I come by and visit the little bird? Corduroy asks. Sure, says Mr. Johnson. You can help me take care of the animals, too. Corduroy is happy to lend a hand, and Mr. Johnson is happy to have such a good helper. Mamas and daddies and adults like good helpers, don't we? Yes, we do. All right, no words on this page, but all of these flaps are going to be talked about right here. Soon Corduroy has learned how to feed all the animals. He sets out corn for the ducks, gives wet dog food to the birds, and cuts up little pieces of lettuce and fruit for the turtles. The little bird is getting bigger and stronger. Corduroy likes helping with all of the animals at the shelter, but he still wishes that he had a pet of his own. Yeah. What do you think is under this flap up here? It's a picture. It's a picture of a guy with Corduroy's hat on. Do you see Corduroy's same hat? See the green and blue hat? That's silly. Green and red, I guess. Grandma doesn't know her colors. Okay, what's in this bin? You see that it says lettuce? If you open it up, it's lettuce. Who eats the lettuce? Do you remember the lettuce is for the turtles? And I wonder who is in this cage. There's that bunny rabbit. Yeah, little runny rabbit, huh? Who's in this cage? There are the ducks. Do you remember what the ducks eat? I think he was setting out corn for the ducks. And who's in here? A turtle. What food was for the turtle? Do you remember what food was for the turtle? I think it was the lettuce. Yeah? So where's our bird? Do you see our bird? I see our bird. He's getting so big. He's growing because Corduroy helps to feed him. One day, Corduroy arrives at the barn to find that Stormy the cat is missing. He and Mr. Johnson look everywhere. Finally, Corduroy finds her, but she is not alone. Stormy has had kittens. These babies don't need rescuing. Mama Stormy knows just how to take care of her little ones. Who knows how to take care of you, Andrew? Does Mommy take care of you? See, Mama Stormy knows how to take care of her babies. And your mama knows how to take care of the babies God's given her. Isn't that exciting? You might have Mommy turn away for just a second. Look what's going to be in here. There's a spider. Do you see the spider web? That's a cool spider, isn't it? Okay, Mommy, you can look now. And there's the first aid packages where they've got Band-Aids and medicines for all the animals in the barn. What do you think's in the barrel? Corn, and a little mouse is eating that corn. But the corn is supposed to be for the ducks. That's just silly. Who do you think is behind the door? I found Corduroy's hat. Did you notice Corduroy doesn't have his hat on his head? Nope, his hat is behind the door. That's just silly, but we haven't found Stormy yet. Where do you think Stormy is? Do you see this word? Rags. If we open it up, aw, I found Stormy and her little kittens. That's so sweet. Stormy's a good mama. A few weeks later, Mr. Johnson has a surprise for Corduroy. The little bird that Corduroy found is all better, and he's learned to fly. It's time to release this bird back into the wild. Mr. Johnson and Corduroy take his cage to the park. Corduroy opens the cage door. Do you see them? Here's Corduroy. And he opens, here's Corduroy, and he opens the cage door. And there goes the bird up in the air. The bird says, "Thank you, Corduroy," and he flies away free. You see the bunny and the bear walking down the sidewalk? It's kind of silly. Who do you think's in the baby buggy? Who does your mommy put in the baby buggy? Does Mommy put Hayden in a baby buggy? This baby buggy has a puppy in it. That's kind of goofy if you ask me. And who's this reading the newspaper? Have you ever seen Peepaw or Daddy reading a newspaper? Well, this is a monkey reading a newspaper. That is very, very silly. And, oh, there's a flap under here. I found our little mouse. Our little mouse is hiding behind the bench under the elephant's feet. And behind the trash can is our puppy dog. All of our friends are back on this page. Okay, so when Corduroy is putting the cage back inside the barn, he finds another surprise. A big box with a card and his name on the card. What could it be? Look inside, Corduroy. Okay, should we look inside the card? Always open the card before the gift. That's what Mommy says, and Grandma agrees. To Corduroy, I know you will take good care of a pet. From Mr. Johnson. What do you think is in the box? Can you guess? Tell Mommy what you think is in the box. I see one little ear and some fuzzy paws. Oh, Corduroy got one of Stormy's kittens. Oh, that's so sweet. Let's see who's behind the doors. Here's the farmer. And here is another one of the kitties. And here's Stormy and all of her other kitties, the brothers and sisters of the one that's going to go home with Corduroy. That is so sweet. So Corduroy gets to keep one of the kittens because he worked so hard to help Mr. Johnson. Isn't that a sweet book? I can't wait to meet your pet. I can't wait to meet Cup and to hold him in my little hands because he's so little and precious. And I can't wait to see you again. Give Hayden and Mommy and Daddy kisses and hugs for me, okay? And if the other cousins are watching, Gabriel and Michael and Evangelina and Bubba and Sissy and everybody else, I love you. Bye-bye.